have seen JOBA ABA TV. My eyes have seen JOBA ABA TV. Not true, I watch JOBA ABA TV. Not true, I watch JOBA ABA TV. Not true, I watch JOBA ABA TV. My eyes have seen JOBA ABA TV. Oh, my eyes have seen JOBA ABA TV. Not true, I watch JOBA ABA TV. Not true, I watch JOBA ABA TV. For better news, JOBA ABA TV. Celebrity talk, JOBA ABA TV. Better entertainment, JOBA ABA TV. Everything you need, yo, JOBA ABA TV. Make una watch it, JOBA ABA TV. JOBA ABA, JOBA ABA, JOBA ABA TV. Also train you, JOBA ABA TV. Not true, I don't come again. Make una watch JOBA ABA TV. Yeah. Your blessing go forward. Oh, give you back. Punch us here. Lifestyle TV show is an online program designed and tailored for today's youth, especially among small and big business owners. We come up close and interact with people in the business world.
What happened? Let me say I started with, let's say, a pair of shoes.
Mrs. Sweetie, me, I have no competition with anybody in this world. The only person I have competition with is myself. So be what fun we na me nibia.
Enye by force.
Enye by force.
Na insure to at na from so insu. I was saying. I feel China no enye de be na more.
Customers are always right, and I don't they won't find you.
Yeah, Hanum Nidia, the obey share and 1 year we obey share.
Obey the rudeness shower.
And why be so I'm some shower?
It's your chance to watch how challenging these questions are and how these entrepreneurs respond to questions and scenarios. You can log on to JOBA ABA TV on all social media platforms to watch how hot and challenging this question is in your area of business. JOBA ABA TV, keep the focus. Lifestyle TV show, empowering the entrepreneur. My name is Mabi.
All right, thank you very much for coming over here. This is JOBA ABA TV. This is JOBA ABA Play. We are really sorry for the inconvenience. You know, today we are 52 minutes late. Wow. Please, when you come over here, do what to subscribe to the channel on YouTube subscribe to the channel. You see the ring bell over there. Subscribe to the channel, JOBA ABA TV. JOBA ABA TV. That is our YouTube. If you are watching us from YouTube, please subscribe. If you are watching us from Facebook, like the page, so that anytime we come live, you'll be the first person to get a notification. Like the page, and also do what? Follow the page, please. Follow the page. If you're also watching us from Twitter, the same thing. You like the page and you also follow the page. If you're also watching us from Periscope, you also do the same thing. Like the page and also follow the page. These are the 4 platforms that we are streaming live from. And today, we are going to speak to a gentleman who is in the Air Force. You know what I mean? He knows a lot of things about it. But what I would do is... please do share the platform to your friends and family so that people will come over here also to come and learn what our brother, and this is a brother from another mother, who has for us today. What are the things that we are going to learn? Shout out to everybody, all the JOBA ABA TV from Kumasi, Accra, Sunyane, America, and everywhere. Shout out to you guys. You rock. And shout out to all the subscribers, the followers, and everybody who are watching right now. Shout out to Kojoka Stro, Iniesta, and also Leafield. Yes, Leafield in the Bronx, New York. Project 8 precisely. So what we do is let's go inside. Today the interview is something different. We are taking it to a different level. Like I said, this is JOBA Car Play. Sometimes we can invite somebody to come and sit in the car, or we can, link the person on the internet. We talk to the person. So it depends. Or we can also go to the person office, home, however. We just drive and go. This is JOBA Car Play. Please, to our proud sponsors, Vickers Kitchen, God bless you so much. Chrissy Clays, God bless you. G4 Air Cargo, Migo, God bless you. Nevada, God bless you. New 32 Signature, God bless you. Oboba Village and Apartment, also, God bless you. On my tax and accounting, God bless you. Yada Homes, God bless you. Cloth Hospital, God bless you so much for also coming. And also, if you live in America, you want to be a part of this pageant that is going on in April. That is tomorrow, next month. Tomorrow is April. That is going on. You can also follow them African Most Beautiful USA.com. Send your application, everything. Ghana Musical USA Awards, the nominees are going on this next month. That is April. So it's treated by invitation, right? Unfortunate. So let's go talk to this gentleman that I'm talking to. Today I'm getting up from the car, and we are going to speak to this gentleman. You understand? So let's go talk to this gentleman that I am talking about. Let's go talk to him. We are at Cincinnati, Ohio. My name is Godfrey Nyama. You can call me G to the Fred. Team JOBA. Keep the focus. I always tell you, these interviews is being sponsored by Oboba Village and Apartment. Please, if you live in Accra, Ghana, and you want a place to hide out, if you live in Ghana, wherever in the country, those living in abroad, going to Ghana for some holidays, sometimes you don't want your family members to know where you are. you just want to go in to do 1 or 2 business and just come back. I'm just telling you, just call Oboba Village and Apartment. That is the numbers right below the screen. Remember, when you call Oboba Village and Apartment, tell Manager Power you have a promo code JOBA, then you can get a discount from it. And I'm telling you, if you're living abroad, live in Ghana, wherever it is, and you want to land in Accra, contact Yade Homes. Yade Homes is going to help you to build your dream house, however you want it, give you installment to pay. Just contact Yade Homes. If you are living in New York City or USA and you are finding it difficult about any documents, IRS, taxes, whatever it is, just contact my tax and accounting services. I'm telling you, if you're living in America or Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, wherever it is, it doesn't matter if you have a relative in America, you want to purchase something over here, especially car parts, any car, Benz, Rolls Royce, whatever it is, and you don't have anybody to go to the shop to go buy for you, just contact J4 Air Cargo. J4 Air Cargo. If you are living in America and you are sending things back home, J4 Air Cargo is going to help you ship your goods back home, door to door. You see this shirt? It's a beautiful shirt designed by Newell 32 Signature Apparel. If you want all your graphic designs, everything, just contact Newell 32 Signature Apparel. At the same time, if you are living in New York City, Connecticut, New Jersey, Maryland, Worcester, and you are tired of cooking, maybe for the week, a month, and you want a good restaurant, just contact Viker's Kitchen. Viker's Kitchen is going to cook all your dishes, everything, and you can have it in your fridge. Today I'm speaking to one gentleman. This gentleman is a brother from another mother. I really love him. He's, one gentleman that he's pushing the nation higher, the country higher, and he's also helping America. He is into, I won't tell you, when we talk to him, you know where he's coming from. And we are going to learn a lot from him. He knows much stories about, when we talk about the US, I wouldn't say Cincinnati because he lived in New York before, both New York and also New Jersey at the same time, Ohio. Oh God, I salute you today, dear. You see, chest out. Yeah. Stay tuned. We will be right back and you find a gentleman I'm going to speak to.
Lifestyle TV show is an online program designed and tailored for today's youth, especially among small and big business owners. We come up close and interact with people in the business world.
What happened? Let me say I started with, let's say, a pair of shoes.
Mrs. Sweetie, me, I have no competition with anybody in this world. The only person I have competition with is myself. So be what fun way na me ni bia.
Enye by force.
Enye by force.
Na insure to atina from sumbo so insure. I say I feel China no enye de be na mo ba.
Customers are always right, and I don't they won't find you juma.
Yeah, hanum ni de obey share and one year so obey share.
Inti obi the rudeness shower.
And why be so I'm so many shower.
It's your chance to watch how challenging these questions are and how these entrepreneurs respond to questions and scenarios. You can log on to JOBA ABA TV on all social media platforms to watch how hot and challenging this question is in your area of business. JOBA ABA TV, keep the focus. Lifestyle TV show, empowering the entrepreneur. My name is Mabi.
Alright, people, please do subscribe to the channel JOBA ABA TV, all social media handles. To my left, as in a Lati language or in a Ghanaian language called Chi. That's what fun I wanted to say. P-Kay,
Senior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not done.
nice one.
You're looking sharp.
But that's it. Thank you very much.
I love your African. And you know, I didn't even tell the people, if you want an African print like this, you can contact Cloth Hospital. Cloth Hospital. That is the number on the screen. Cloth Hospital, you know. Any African print. I love, you know, the design, everything is on point.
Thank you.
P-Kay.
Thank you.
P-Kay.
Thank you.
Finally on JOBA.
Exactly.
ABA.
Exactly.
Today we are going to celebrate you.
Thank you.
You know, you've been helping America, and you also putting the flag of what? America, the flag of Ghana on the top.
map. Yeah.
You know, and you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
People like this, we need to celebrate them. We need to let them know that, oh, you know, we do appreciate the kind of job you're doing for the continent and also for our country, Ghana. Let's go back. I know you are living here and most of the people who are watching you know P-Kay, but for the sake of, you know, anybody who just came in right now, let's have a little slight bit about P-Kay. Who is P-Kay?
First of all, I must say thank you very much for having me on JOBA ABA TV. And secondly, let me thank your viewers and also your listeners, excuse me, for also taking time out of their busy schedule to watch us. Not necessarily that we deemed it appropriate for this, you know, to happen, but also just, you know, granted the opportunity that has been given to us. So I must say thank you. P-Kay Oforiasenso is my name, and it's not a nickname. That is actually my name. My full name is Paul Kofi Oforiasenso.
Paul Kofi
Oforiasenso.
Okay.
So my mom made my name short and just made it P-Kay Oforiasenso. And I've been using that name since the time of Jesus. And when I went to high school, my nickname was Flexi. And P-Kay was the name and Flexi back and forth. So I grew up from a big family. I hail from the Ashanti region. I'm 100% Ashanti.
Okay.
My dad is from Kenyase, Achansi Kenyase, and my mom is from Mampontein, Bodede to be specific. So Mampontein, Bodede, and Achansi Kenyase in the Ashanti region. I wasn't born in Ghana. I came to Ghana at the age of 6, and DC was the place. So Dansuma Control. Yes, Dansuma Control. I went to Dansuma 109, formerly known as Opoti, which was a Saito school. And also due to in and out of situations, you know, I was changing schools growing up.
Okay.
Then we moved. So that was back in 1991. Yeah, that was back in 1991, 92-ish, probably 91. And then we moved to Ofanko.
Ofanko, okay.
Yes, Achibota, Taifa, Ofanko. So my main place of residing was Ofanko, Taifa.
Oh, okay.
Whereby I started my, you know, primary school education and also actually continued my primary school education. And like I said, I'll be hopping from different schools due to one or two reasons.
Right.
Not necessarily maybe I was a bad kid, but it was because the need was for it to be. And sometimes you got to challenge yourself when it comes to being who you are.
Right.
So I went to schools like Grace Academy, Tantra Hills. I went to Star of the East. And actually, let me take it from Star of the East. So Star of the East is where I met James Gardner and a couple other guys who are also in the show biz. And from Genesis 1 to Genesis 3, we took the BEC, and after that, everybody was like, okay, we're all going to go to Cape Coast schools. So at that time, the schools everybody want to go to was either a Gasco or a disco.
Right.
So I opted for a disco, where James Gardner and a couple of the guys also opted for Ogasco. Then due to one or two reasons, the dreams of our disco got shut down along the way, and I ended up in Kofodia, Ganas. So Ganas became where high school became much more like, you know, prominent for me. And I graduated Ganas. Then after that, did a little bit of Valley View for about a semester and some change. And also, once I was at Valley View, so I did a little bit of Valley View actually. Then also took the NOVDEC, was awaiting high school results because I was one of the kids that was very bad with accounting. So I can have very good grades, but when it comes to accounting I'm always like black and F's.
Right.
And it was not necessarily because I wasn't bright. It was just because I didn't like the teacher.
Okay.
And being the only child in the family of 7, it's 6 boys, 1 girl, and the girl is the oldest, and I'm the 6th born. So, and I'm the only one that went to Koforidua Ghana. The rest of them went to Koforidua Tech, which was like predominantly boys' school. So, and I basically actually was the only one that did business. Everybody was into science and stuff like that. So, I never liked the accounting teacher. So, I did some bad grades, and right after that, I landed myself in the United States. And
what year was that? What year?
When I came, probably 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
15 years ago. When I came.
5.
Yes. Yes. So that is how everything just unfolded, and life started beginning from that angle. So I'm a proud Adventist, Seventh-day Adventist, SDA to be specific, or commonly known by most people, and it's been a part of my life.
Okay.
Born into it, raised and bred in the church, and also, even though most people be like, why you not so into gospel activities, but you all talk about SD all the time, but you mainly support what we call the circular activities. Right. It's not necessarily because of the craft or the background, is where the passion is at, and where you feel more comfortable working with people without having problems, associated with it. But with that being said, maybe I'll just leave it for you to just continue for the. But that's who I am. Married with 2 beautiful daughters. And
we will come back to your marriage side and everything. I just want people to know exactly who is P-Kay. Are you the CEO of P-Kay Gum in Ghana?
No.
Because anybody that I've been interview, I have his WhatsApp platform, right? I have a Kumasi branch and I have a Accra branch. Sometimes I post the pictures inside and I ask them, you have any questions? We know this guy P-Kay. This is the question, everybody. The 70% of it. Ask him if he is the CEO of P-Kay Gum in Ghana.
No, I'm not.
Do you have? Are you?
I think.
Do you know him or?
No, I think the P-Kay Gum was actually in existence before I was born. Because if I quite remember, Honorable Kennedy Japan said he used to sell PKs on the streets, and I wasn't born there. So no, like I said, I have 3 uncles.
So maybe somebody was owing, and maybe you grew up in it. My name is P-Kay.
So it's funny, right? I got 3 uncles, and all of them got the name P-Kay.
P-Kay, okay.
Yes, and all used to work at Ashanti Goldfields days. So all of them are like P-Kay, for P-Kay. So yeah, and I think 2 of them are also Paul, and that's my mom's brothers. All right. Yeah. So no,
you don't. Okay, fine. You breaking it down for us to understand about your life, your school, the people you came across with and everything. If anybody listening, anybody watching say, oh, P-Kay had a smooth life. P-Kay never had any challenge. Did you have any challenges in your life when you growing up, difficulties, something about family, personal stuff?
That's a very good personal question too. Honestly, I mean, Joba, we go way back, and being on your show and the volume and the mileage that your show acquires, mandates me to come out with, reality and facts, because, people that know me from my background and my basics can attest to the fact that everything that I'm saying is should be, rectified in case somebody wants to, validate it. Growing up, my dad was very rich. At one point in time, then due to some circumstance, came down. It was more like, undulating scale. So one goes up and comes down, goes up and comes down. And, being a businessman himself, nothing was kind of like stable, but he was a smart man to always keep someone aside to take care of the family. But I never had that, luxury to live life like a rich kid. Right. So even though you can have access to ABC, you're never gonna get that at your disposal. So it was always like you have to fight and earn it. Plus, like I said, it's 7 of us, 6 brothers and a sister. And we still had 4 extra cousins that used to live with us. So it was about 13 of us in the house. And if I don't tell you this is my cousin, or this person just live with us, you cannot even differentiate who, like, you know, the real kids are and who the cousins are. So I have to struggle through life. Now I got on the streets to see what was out there in the streets. Not necessarily I had no business on the street, but I got on the street because that was the type of kid I was, and I was like the black sheep in my family. So I was the type of kid, like, you know, I would go to church, and right before divine service, when my dad is about to preach, I'm gonna just sneak out, go to another church where I feel more comfortable without having the radar on me. So I was bouncing between Taifa Ezia Church and Ofanko Ezia Church. And living in a predominantly Ghan community, I picked up the language so quick. So I always tell people, oh, you know Gawa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know Gawa. Like,
stop there. Just stop there. I can't go in.
So, like, you know, like I usually tell people, I'm 100% Ashanti, right? But my Ghan was very, very much more eloquent. I picked up on the tree when I came to the state, because when I started doing, I mean, I speak tree better, very fluently, like, you know, I flow. But the big words and all the stuff that people like, hey, P-Kay, why not here, P-Kay, why not, is necessarily because when I got on radio 12 years ago, my dad helped me.
So you got on radio?
Yes.
12 years ago?
12 years ago.
What radio was that?
Ghana Lips Radio.
Okay.
Right here in Cincinnati. So I'm from Cincinnati.
Okay.
And Job took me out and brought me back again. So 12 years ago when I got on radio, my dad got me some books like King Kaime, Abebusem, and Mebusem, Abebu. So it was basically about Proverbs, you know, Proverbs and also translations and stuff like that. And King Kaime was like a book called Read Me. Basically, that's the literal translation into the Akan language. And I started learning the days of the names of the month, days of the week, and also in Chi, and how to actually flow with it and when to, you know, use them, and, you know, stuff like that. So my Chi became better when I was even in the States, because I wanted to prove a point that even though I never lived in Kumasi or the Ashanti region, I can also catch up or you know, match up with those that actually was born and bred there, and still connect back to my roots. So yes, I was a kid that was always going to school, coming back late. My dad, I remember back in the days, my dad used to be like, Junior, Phil, go get me some canes. Because, you know, boy being bad, so I got to get some lashes. And if you bring anything that is skinnier than this, or three times skinnier than this size, my dad going to try it on you. And if it breaks, you got to bring another one. So always just imagine, I have brothers on the streets looking for me, coming back from school.
Trying to make sure that P-Kay is okay on the street. And
but that was just the life that we live, try to see if everything's going to work out. But here we are.
All right, okay, I got it. You first say you're married, right?
Yes.
Okay, you married your beautiful wife. You have kids?
I got 2 beautiful daughters.
Wow.
2 beautiful daughters.
Janelle,
Angela.
Janelle?
Angela.
Wow, Janelle, Angela. What's the meaning of both?
So one is God is gracious, and the other one is I think God is beautiful, something like that. But I think they all have a line with God is gracious.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But Janelle is definitely God is gracious.
Let me ask you this question: when you were in high school in Ghana, did you ever join the cadet, whatever it is over there?
Wow, beautiful question. So I'll tell you a story. When I went to Kufuor Ganas, the cadet in Kufuor Ganas has been dismantled back in 1996.
Okay.
And with me and some other guys, it was 2 of us, me, Luxy, who was Kojo Nuna, and on Facebook, you can find him on Facebook, Kojo Nuna, White Clef, Kumi Clef, who used to work at YFM, and Scooby, Barry Makwisi.
Okay.
It was actually those 3 guys and myself. We erected the cadet in Ganas.
Wow.
And we got inaugurated as the Air Force Cadet in Ganas. So again, from 1996 to 2003, there was no cadet. So from 2001, 2002, we started working through that process until it got inaugurated at the school's 60th anniversary. And I happened to be the bodyguard for the headmistress, Miss Bampo, at that time.
Wow.
Yes, and we decided to give the cadet commander to Kumi Clef and the 2IC to Scooby, which was Barry Makwisi. That, Kojo Nuna was the regimental sergeant major, and I was the quartermaster for a reason. because I have to make sure that all the equipment and everything was well taken care of.
Okay.
Yep. So yes, I was a full-headed, blooded cadet, Air Force cadet back in Ghana.
In Ghana, okay. So let's come back over here because right now we know you school in Ghana and everything. Let's fast forward to America. When did you join the? Is it a military or Navy?
It is a military. I mean,
right?
so military is basically the mother name.
Okay.
And you can say armed forces.
Armed
okay.
forces.
So we have the 5 different branches in the United States. We have the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, the Marines, and the Coast Guard.
Okay.
Okay. So
So what part are you?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Yes, U.S. Air
Okay.
Force.
What year did you join?
I joined U.S. Air Force 2010, March 16th, 2010.
March 16.
So coming March,
you've
I'll be
been
11.
10 years now.
Yes.
Wow.
10 and a half, almost 11. Like in 3 months, I'll be 11 years.
So what's your position now?
I'm a staff sergeant.
Staff
Sergeant.
Sergeant. Okay. Okay. And how is it when you first got in?
One
How's
of-
the process? Because anybody watching you, okay, fine, I want to join the American military, I want to become an Air Force, whatever it is, wherever that person want to join. Because most of the African people, especially, is having this kind of perception. Oh, I want to join the military. I want to go to school because when I join the military can help me to go to school. When I'm done with my 10 years, boom, I'm back from that. But some of them, when they are in 10 years, like, I'm loving it. I was staying. I came in. I just wanted to just complete my education. I just wanted to finish my education. But 10 years, I love it. So I would love to continue. How was it?
Wow. So fortunately, I'm an Air Force recruiter now.
Okay.
And actually, when I look into the scripts, I'm the only Ghanaian Air Force recruiter in the United States Air Force as of right now. So as a recruiter myself, my job is to, give people the opportunity to serve. I remember it took me 3 times to join the Air Force. Not necessarily because I didn't pass the test. I already passed the test.
Okay.
I already passed the ASVAB, which is the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test. It's just that Air Force recruiters were not given the opportunity to join. And that was back in the days when if you are 27 and above, you can't join. But I was still within the requirements to join. 10 years ago, I did it. I joined as a combat controller, which was special forces. So I went in there as combat controller, and whilst I was in training, I got injured, and I got moved into the traffic management, unit. So traffic management unit was basically like, when we deploy, we ran convoys, just like you see in the wars. Basically on the front line, but you ran convoys from inside the wire, outside the wire, to with logistics supplies and also ammo, basically whatever is needed at the front line, ran convoys. Also, sometimes you do power patrol, whereby, you do power sweep, make sure that the roads and everything. So the occupational hazard that it comes with is usually IEDs on the road. If your truck or your MRAP or your Humvees mistakenly goes over one of those IEDs or those, booby traps that they make and everything, and it pops you, that can be very dangerous and detrimental. But with that being said, whilst I was in the job, my first duty station was Georgia. So yes, I got stationed at Georgia after training. So I went to the basic military training, what people usually call boot camp. So after boot camp, I got sent to technical training school to learn my job, my trade, where I was doing the CCT, which is the combat controller training until a couple months in there, I got hurt. Then I got moved into traffic management.
You got hit.
Yes.
How was it?
I got injured. So So
what happened?
I got injured. So as I was
so, you're trying to skip it. What happened? What happened?
It's like I said, it's always occupational hazard. So anything can happen. It could be stress fracture. It could be breaking your ankle. It could be like just not stepping right.
Were you outside the country or?
No, I was in the country. I got hurt at training.
Okay.
So then I once I got injured, I just got reclassed because it's one of those very, very tough training that if you get injured, you cannot proceed. And it's not like they're gonna let you heal and come back to it because the training is like you got to make a team. So once you make a team and you're on it, you got to graduate with the team. Usually you make a team about like 15 people in the team or maybe 30 people in the team and only 40% graduate.
40%.
The attrition rate is very, very high. So anyways, I got stationed at Moody Air Force Base back in Georgia, 2010, August. And whilst I was on Moody Air Force Base, I was stationed over there for 5 years. So I had the opportunity to be called to the Air Force soccer team to play soccer. And, you know, it was one of the most beautiful things ever. So I had the opportunity to travel all over the world and get to see, you know, different cultures and different, you know,
Air Force soccer.
Yes, I was on the Air Force soccer team.
So you were going to different countries to play with other people?
So actually, I never got to go to different countries to play. But I get to, when I was in Portugal, I flew to the States to play against the Army. And that's where I got one of my major injuries. Where I got a full-blown knee surgery. Got some, you know, threads and some rods in there too. You know, supported right. But right now I'm fully healed right now. I can, you know, fully fractured the back and everything. So whilst I was at Moody Air Force Base, 2014 December, I got orders to go to Portugal.
Okay.
So at Moody, I did my 3 tours of my deployment. 2011, I went to Iraq. Then 2012, I went to Kuwait. So I went to Iraq to rent convoys.
You went to Kuwait?
Yeah, I went to Iraq to rent convoys. Then 2012, I went to Kuwait to do convoys as well. Then 2013, I went there to work on, do more like, you know, it was more of the dispatch flatline work as well. Okay,
so who influenced you to join the army? Were you having that kind of perception? Okay, when
so,
I come to America, I just want to join the army.
So I'm a military brat myself. My dad was in the Ghana Army.
Okay.
Yeah, so my dad was in the Ghana Army. I had one of my older brothers also served in the Ghana Navy, and the other one also served in the British Army. Yeah, British Army. So being in, like, my grandpa, you know, was also like, you know, one of those. So being a military brat and being, you know, military inclined, it was part of me. So no wonder when I went to Ghana, it was something I wanted to do just to make sure that, you know, Connect was revived back over there. And, you know, I had a good, you know, impact, a career with it. But yeah, because of my dad, if I should say.
But when you were getting into the military, right? For me, when I first got to America, my uncle told me, do you want to go to the military? What I said, no. Why? I was scared, because if anybody, you know, thought about military or think about military, is like you are going to Iraq to go fight. So when you were getting inside, was it that kind of mind? So
with me, I was in college and I dropped out of college my second year.
Wow.
Yeah, I dropped out of college. So yes, I was a college dropout. So I dropped out of college and I was like, you know what, this is the time. When I first came, I wanted to join.
Why did you drop out from college?
I was playing. So when I first came, I wanted to join. A lot of people were like, you know, oh, you don't want to do this right now. Go to school. So whilst I was in college, and one of the guys that I used to work with on the side graduated, right? So we had our own personal job that we're doing, and he graduated from college and was making only $3 from what we were making at a time. So I asked myself, so I got to go to college for all these 4 years and only make $3 more, and I could work doubles and just, you know, make it up with that difference. You know, that was my mentality at that time. I wasn't thinking about the long run benefit. So I was like, well, you know what? I've always wanted to serve. I wanted to get out of college and join as an officer. Then I was told joining as an officer is very, very competitive. So in order for me to just make this happen, I might as well just do it now. So I tried 2008. So I dropped out. I was stay home for 2 years. So I dropped 2008, tried to go to college, and I tried to join the Air Force, and I got denied for no reason. And I remember I went there with my brother, my older brother, Junior.
So how many times did you try?
Twice.
Okay.
So we went to the recruiter's office. The recruiter just looked in my face. I ain't got nothing for you. Just like that. Just like that. I didn't even say a word. And my brother was like, are you serious? Like,
wow.
And we just turned around. And, you know, back then I wasn't too in tune with the law. Okay. I didn't know so much about the law. So I was like, all right, cool. Then I just let it go. Then I went to another recruiter. I was like, oh, you went to my buddy's office? Yeah, I ain't got nothing for you either. And I was like, so I stayed home, and, you know, my dad and my cousin, tough guy was like, yo, you need to keep pressing. You need to keep pressing. So Junior was like, you know, we got to press this. We got to try it because you've always wanted to do this.
Right.
And it took like a whole year break just staying home. So 2009, I tried again, and I went down to Korean, which is about 30 minutes from here. Okay. And I just walked in the recruiter's office. He had 3 appointments. And it was like, hey, do you have an appointment? I was like, no, but I can make one if you want me to. And I already took a day off. It was like, well, I got 3 appointments. Each appointment is going to take me about 2 hours. Can you wait? I'm like, I can wait if you got 4 people.
2 hours? 3 appointments?
Yes. And he asked, can you
6
wait?
Hours?
I was like, I can wait even if you got 4 people. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, sir, I'm ready to go.
Wow.
He was like, I have a seat. So I had a seat. After his third appointment, he was like, I'm hungry. I got to go get something to eat. Do you have some time to wait? He's like, sure. He's like, all right, go wait in your car. When I get back, I'm going to call you to just come meet me in the office. Guess where I parked at? Right in front of his office. I was like, you don't have to call me. I'll see you when you get back.
Wow.
So the recruiter came back. As soon as he was walking in his office, I followed him. I was like, hey, sir, I'm still here. It's like, you didn't leave? It's like, no, it was like 5 p.m. And I got his office like around like 10 a.m. And it was like 5 p.m. It's like, no, I'm still here. It's like, all right, cool. Just jump in. I started in the recruiter's office like, hey, you don't have no issues. Everything is great. How did you get turned down? I was like, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. He set me up for the ASVAB. I took the test, passed it. And it was like, well, guess what? You ready to go do your physicals? I'm like, sure. I went to go do my physicals. So the physicals in Columbus.
Oh, Columbus.
Yeah, and he got me a shadow. Junior dropped me off at the recruiter's office. They picked me up, sent me down to Columbus, did my physicals, passed it, come back. It was like, well, guess what? This is your job, and this is where you're going to leave March 16, 2010.
How long was it when you were going?
So back then it was a longer period. The Army was recruiting like ASAP,
Right.
but the Air Force was a longer wait. The Air Force it's very hard to get in the Air Force. Very, very competitive to get in the Air Force. So back then it took me about 8 months.
Wow.
Once I passed everything, it took me about 8 months to ship out to basic training. So went down to basic training. Like I said, I was stationed at Moody Air Force Base for 5 years, which is Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia. Had a great experience, different culture down south.
Right.
Then after that, I was in Portugal for a year. Then after, I did my 3 deployments, like I said, Iraq, Kuwait, Afghanistan 2013, Iraq 2012, and Kuwait 2000, Iraq 2011, and Kuwait 2012. So then 2014, December, I got orders to go to Portugal.
Okay.
Went to Portugal for a year, had the opportunity to play with the local team, the Division II soccer team and everything. The Air Force team in Portugal was playing against them. Then I got called to the Air Force soccer team again to play my next game.
Were you getting paid when you're playing for this soccer team?
No, you don't get paid playing for the Air Force, but guess what you get? Time off from work. So whilst everybody's still at work, I get to go play soccer. So if you do sports, don't throw it away. If you ever want to join, if you do sports, just still push it. And that's the beauty of this job. You get paid to take care of yourself.
Right.
You get paid to work out. You get paid to go to work. Like since Corona, March to October, I was just home.
Let me put me as an example. When I got over here, they were telling me, hey, you know how to film, you know how to do this. It's better if you join the military. You can be at a part of,
Public
this
affairs.
Yeah, So how does that one work? Is it easy? Are you just going to go in like something like me? If I join the military, would it be easy for me to join the public affairs that you're talking about?
Yes, so with you, knowing that you were going to school for that, you have a certificate and a degree in, cinematography, right? We have something called a competency booking.
Okay.
So the competency booking is basically people that come to your office ready to recruit, ready to join, ready to go, and they have a certificate or a degree in a specialized, craft, like, EMT, fire, something like, it's something that can translate easily in the Air Force. So in your case, like, public affairs, those are our photojournalists. So we have the photojournalists and we have public affairs, like they all kind of work together. So basically, and we have the journalists too. So what public affairs do, they go around, take stories of heroes in the Air Force, and they just write stories about them, take pictures about sceneries and also events and occasions, and just come and publish it in the Air Force, books and stuff like that, like, articles and stuff.
So basically, that's what they do. They take pictures, they take videos.
Yes.
That's it.
And they also draw skits for like Air Force commercials, that you see on your TV and everything. It's all ran by public affairs.
We can see some of them if there is a war in Afghanistan. You can see this camera.
Yes. So public affairs will be capturing those too.
But you're not even having any guns.
Well,
but you can get killed by that.
You're not based on the Geneva Convention and also the Code of Ethics and Code of Conduct for the military. There are some people you can't touch.
Oh.
Okay.
When I'm fighting you, I still won't shoot.
They're not combatant of the enemy. They're not enemy combatant, so you can't touch them.
If you're a cameraman, they will just forget about it.
If you're medic, they can't touch you.
But you can't see someone who is so crazy.
Well, that's why we all have badges.
So, like you're saying, if I'm a cameraman and there's a war going on, nobody's going to shoot me because of my badge.
If you're playing your role, you can't play a double role though. Okay. If you're playing your role, no, you're not going to be touched because
the opponent see that I'm from this side and fine, I'm going to have a fight.
Well, if you fire, then somebody gonna get back at you either.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, running into a church or running into a hospital. Even if the enemy runs into a church or hospital, you cannot do anything to him because that is a no-go zone. You know what I'm saying? So when people go over there, it's basically that they surrender or they try to tell you that they are at peace. They're not, you know.
Let's talk about the training. How is the training? Because I'm from Ghana, you from Ghana. You know how the military in Ghana is. It's very difficult. How is the training here in America?
So let's be realistic. The training in Ghana has a lot of physical abilities more than the training in the United States. The training in the United States is all mental. Okay, mental and techniques.
Okay.
So yes, there's a lot of physical abilities too. Like you're gonna do the runs, you're gonna do the 10 miles, the 5 miles, you're gonna do the push-ups, you're gonna do the sit-ups, you're gonna do the lump climbs, like you know, the lump curls, like the Ghana because electric pole. And you know, you have like 6 men sitting down with that pole, just you know, curling it, like you know, try to work on your core and you know, stuff like that. Yes, it is there, but Ghana has about 90% of physical training, whilst we have about 70% of physical training. And also, so this is where my math never add up. I'd say 70% of physical training and 80% of technology and also mental.
Wow.
Yeah, so you get trained on your mind, how to be mentally tough and mentally strong, never to give up.
You can see you opening it, you can see your maybe your colleague is getting shoot right in front of you, boom, boom, boom. That means you're not going to be so emotional. Oh my God, he's dead. Like you have to just keep on pushing.
I mean, it's already happened. What you gonna do?
Have to leave him.
You don't have to leave him. You never leave an airman behind. So as in the Air Force, we are airmen, right? Okay. So Air Force are airmen, Army are soldiers, Marines are Marines, and also the Navy are sailors. Okay. As an airman, it's part of our creed. It says never leave an airman behind. Okay, so with that being said, no matter what happens, it's called a wingman concept. So I got your back, you got my back, regardless.
Have you witnessed something like that?
Witnessed something like what?
Your colleague having shot right in front of you.
I have not witnessed anybody getting shot. Witnessed somebody getting stabbed.
Stabbed.
Yeah.
And the person got died or what?
Yeah, he did that right, like you know, died on the spot.
Was it a fight? What was it about?
So it was a market. So you know, when you get to the market and you do like a sweep, you know, you get out and we have candies in our pocket, like our cargo pocket, like what we call the side pocket, and you know, you just give it out to the people in the market. And one of the kids just came through and had like a long knife, like what got him called langa langa. Yeah, slide right through the neck.
Oh shoot!
And unfortunately, he kind of took it out. So the blood was oozing out like, you know, like a fountain. And, you know, people try to, you know, stop the blood from flowing, like, you know, because we have SABC. And the SABC basically means self-aid body care. And we try to apply the self-aid body care, try to stop the blood from oozing. And
what was the purpose of what the kid?
Well, maybe he was sent, you know. And one thing is, when the moment they get into the market, you can't fire. You can't do anything about it. Yes. And you can't even identify the kid. Wow. And sometimes, you know, 80%, 90% of the people in the market are U.S. friendly, you know. So it's something that doesn't happen on the usual. So it was my first time seeing something like that. So it was kind of like a little shocking. By the end of the day, life goes on. We got to move on and hope that God protect us under His umbrella and not to have anything like that happen to us anymore. So that will probably be like, you know, one of the craziest things that I was like, you know, ever saw. But and the guy, it was like his second week too. It was his second week.
Second week. Wow.
And we were running convoys for the last, because you know we used to run convoys with security forces, which is the military police, and it was his second week on tour, whereby we were teaching them the route, where to pass, where not to pass, and stuff like that, and it happened.
Let's see the difference between American military and also an African military. What is the difference?
Discipline.
Discipline.
Yes.
American
discipline.
military is what? Discipline.
So this is the thing, right? People say Ghanaian military is very disciplined.
Yeah.
But yes, there's different type of discipline.
How?
So with my job, I can't wear my uniform out more than 30 minutes if I'm not on a mission. The uniform is not a fashion outfit. So if you see me at a store, I'm just grabbing and go. You don't just take your time and go to the mall and shop in uniform. Yes, the uniform is meant from home to work. Wow. When you deploy, then you get to wear it every day. Because deploy location, that is what it's for. Okay? So, but in Ghana military, they get to wear their uniform anytime They get to wear their uniform to intimidate people if they choose to. I know some people actually join the military thinking like, oh, you think you're tough? Wait till I get into the military. I'm gonna come show you where the power lies. You know, and to me, I feel like that was back in the days.
Right.
We're in a new era whereby civilization has modernized. So why do you make that part of your daily life, thinking my whole life is just to intimidate my brother next door? You know, if you have any strength to waste or dwell on stuff like that, how about you channel that to something positive?
I see. So you would say American military is more disciplined, more than.
Yes.
But I have seen some of the militaries on the street of New York City that I can tell you that maybe if I see this person, I will see him again in the next 2 hours with the same military.
So you have to understand that we have different components.
Okay.
We have the active duty.
Okay.
That I'm active duty serving. Okay. Then we have the reserves.
Okay.
Then we have the guard, and we have the active guard reserve.
Okay.
Okay. So active duty, you full-time 24/7 military. As I'm talking to you right now, if my phone rings and I have to go, I got to go. I'm sorry, I love your viewers, but if my phone rings, duty call, I gotta go.
Wow.
Okay? And I have 30 minutes to report or an hour to report based on your location. I live an hour away from the base.
Okay.
So yes, within an hour I have to report. Everybody has usually live from 5 minutes to 30 minutes from the base. So if you get that call and it's a roll, like what we call roll call, parade, and you have to be there, you got to be there. Regardless.
But you live what, 1 hour?
Huh?
You live 1 hour?
Yeah, I live 1 hour away.
So how are you going to get there?
I'm gonna get there.
Are you going to speed on the street?
I'm going to get there.
What about if the police pull you?
Well, the police pull me and I'm like, duty call, maybe. But I'm not gonna speed. You've rode with me so many times.
Right.
You know I ride with the speed limit because of a specific reason. 2008, December 28, I had a terrible accident. My car flipped 3 times, and got sat on the bridge.
Wow.
Yes, and I flew out of the car. So since then, for the past 12 years, I always ride speed limit.
Wow.
Drive speed limit, yeah.
Wow.
Always drive speed limit. So I'm very, very particular when it comes to that because life is precious. I almost lost my life due to reckless driving. Okay. I didn't have my seatbelt on. So sometimes it's good to break the law, a little bit though, but not necessarily all the time.
Yeah, let me add this a little bit before we end the interview. You were in the military. Why did you choose to also get into the media job?
Media have always been part of me. It's weird. I'm the only one in my family who is into entertainment business, media entertainment. So actually, like I said, I started off 2008 back in Cincinnati. And like I said, even when I went to Portugal, I came to Jersey because I was stationed in Jersey for 3 years before I came down to Ohio as a recruiter for the past year and a half. So whilst I was, 2000, whilst I was in Cincinnati, I was into radio doing my show. I went to Muslim with K-K Aposa, Kobe Asenso, K-K Asenso. I don't know why I said K-K Aposa. K-K Aposa is a musician, but it was. I went to Muslim with K-K Asenso, and my name is Kofi Asenso. The other guy was Kwabna Asenso. So Kobe Asenso and I was running the show together. Right. And once I got into the Air Force, the passion was still there. I was still like, I work, I'll be just, be joking at work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Radio TMO. This is your host. Right into the morning till the day break. We're going to run till everything happens. Guess what? I have in the studio with me. Then I mentioned Staff Sergeant Gill, Staff Sergeant Coleman, alongside with my beautiful, forever young Green. So then...
You have the radio voice.
Yes. So I was dressed, playing with stuff like that. And whenever work is bored, I just, come up with weird stuff. And people are like, whoa, you just crazy with it. And I came with my phone, just, playing music, minimize the volume and just increase.
Phone?
Yes. And just, DJ and everything, like talking, like, playing music at the same time and just, talking. And people was like, you need to take this very seriously. So I started off by being a manager, managing artists back in Ghana, artists back in the States and stuff like that. Then I got into TV 2008, where I started HRE TV myself, and I brought the radio stuff to TV. Basically, so that's what happened.
You brought the audio right now to what?
Video. So now we can say audio, video, audio visual. Yeah, so basically that's what happened. And usually people be like, okay, how did you get connected to all these people? Because by their works or by the deeds. we shall know them.
Right.
And sometimes the image that people see on the screen is not what necessarily it is. Like I tell people, a lot of stuff has happened, a lot of stuff has gone down. Be like, oh, take advantage of that hype. I don't do negative hypes. Okay? If it's fun, I'm with it. But when it's like deliberately trying to tarnish an image, I'm not part of it. Yes, I'm very principled. People that know, you know, sometimes people misconstrue your confidence with arrogance.
Right.
Or PK is too strict, it's too chin. No, but that's not the case. I'm very principled. When this is it, this is it. I'm not gonna tread upon your comfort zone. Why do you think it's okay to tread upon my comfort zone? So we respect each other, right? I don't have to agree with you, but I have to understand where you're coming from, respect your views and opinions, and allow you to be who you are, so that you can also allow me to be who I am. Okay? I always tell people I'm left-handed. I think differently. If you see me going extreme, draw me back. With love, with peace, with unity. It's not about fight, it's not about war. And like you said, why would people talk about education, get in the Air Force of education. Guess what? I'm a college dropout. But now I can boast of a dual master's in legal studies and homeland security. Right. And guess what? The Air Force paid for everything. Zero. I have no school loan. How many people do you know in the United States who have no education and got a bachelor's, got a master's, got an associate degree, a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and have zero school loan? So I'm forever, I'm forever happy and forever grateful for what the United States Air Force have done for me.
I like that. If anybody watching you right now, being from Ghana, wherever from any country, you know, African American, Nigerians, you know, all over the country, especially maybe people back home in Africa trying to come to America, what is the advice that you're going to give to them? Because most of them think that, okay, fine, I really want to be in the military. I just love it. Some of them too is having a different perception mind. I just want to join to gain this kind of benefit from. What is the advice that you're going to give?
So my advice,
the camera for me. Yes.
My advice is gonna be based on 4 accounts, and that 4 accounts, I'm gonna just throw it in the local Ghanaian adage. Okay, the first one, or say no pet adiako kotokodon yenya na bro de biada, and nina wa kamfo humanim. Okay, and also say yenya ne be shawoma, and ye be si usu anke shawoma, and thirdly no umfo doswa. Why do I say this? So basically, is like whoever decides to climb the highest mountains or try to make a good steps or make a good move is always, encouraged by other people. Right. And to him, much is given, much is expected. And if you have a lot of, responsibilities, you take care of all of them. Basically, that's what the adage kind of translates to. So I did it. If I can do it, everybody can do it. I was going to school. I was doing my TV programs every week, sometimes twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, depending on the severity and also the magnitude of matters arising both in Ghana and the United States. And on top of that, I still had family that I got to make sure everybody was good. And I was still going to school. So I did all this and still do my job as a service member. Right. And all these 5 things simultaneously, consistently, because of determination, mental toughness, can't give up, and family support. Family support is the biggest thing ever. My fellow Ghanaians and my fellow Africans out there, my fellow black community out there, my advice to you is support those coming up. Support your family. Support those who want to do what makes them happy. Passion drives everything. Passion drives everything. Without passion, you're just going to do it for the fame. You're just going to do it for the money, but you will never going to get far with it. But with passion, it comes with everything else. Just like the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all other things. It didn't say some. It says, and all other things shall be added unto you. So when you look at the passion first, everything comes with it. And that's a full package right there.
All right. It was honor having you,
Thank you
on the show.
Thank you.
And one thing I learned about it is, the slogan for JOBA is what? Keep the focus.
Keep the focus.
Is what? The passion.
Yes.
If you want to do anything, just go for it. Have a passion about it. You say you what? A college dropout.
Yep.
And right now you are having your master's.
And I'm still the least educated in my family.
Thank you very much. So God bless you for that. You listen to Mr. P-Kay, and you know he's not the CEO of P-Kay.
No, I'm the CEO of HRE TV.
He's the CEO of HRE
and
TV.
Management Services.
Yes, and management services.
Yeah.
As we always do, JOBA ABA TV always bring people. You know, we celebrate them. You make them know that okay, fine. We are also watching them from afar, and we know that it's God that is taking them to wherever they are going, and we pray that God also push them higher and higher. And you know, he is a proud Ghanaian, raising the African Ghanaian flag, you know, on the top, and also helping what? America. Yes, God bless America. God bless Ghana. If you live anywhere in the continent, diaspora, wherever it is, you want to do whatever thing that you want to do, you want to join police, whatever it is, you will listen to Mr. P-Kay. I love his story very, very, very much, because if I was him, maybe I was like, you know, enough is enough. It's too much for me. I can't even join this military. I'll just focus on my media work, whatever it is. But, you know, he gets the chance to do it. So life, you can start from 1 and get to 10. It's when you start from 1 and get to 2, 3. It's gradual. You got to pray to God, and God is going to push you higher. My name has always been the same. My name is Godfrey Nyama. You can call me G to the Fred. Team Joba. Keep the focus. Behind the camera is Christy Chris. This is the gentleman, you know, doing bees and everything. And as I'm telling you, Oboba Village and Apartment also sponsored this program. Vicus Kitchen. Wherever you are, you want to purchase any, you want to buy any food, just call Vicus Kitchen. If you want to land, just contact Yade Homes. If you want to ship your goods, you want to buy things in America, you don't have anybody, just contact G4 Air Cargo. G4 Air Cargo is going to help you. If you also want a graphic design, t-shirt, whatever thing that you want, just contact Newell 32 Signature Apple. If you also live in America, you're facing difficulty about your documents, want to register your business, want to file your taxes and everything, it's all about online tax and accounting services. If you love African prints, how Mr. P-Kay is dressed right now, you can contact Claude Hospital, and Claude Hospital is going to help you. To everybody, to all the Team Jobers, you know, JOBA ABA TV fan page in Accra, in Kumasi, and also to the main page, we celebrate you all. God bless you all for joining. God bless you all for supporting. Please do what to subscribe to our channel, and also follow us on all social media handles. Thank you very much. We will meet again.
Royal 32 Signature Apparel. Oh yes, it's a branded brand new guarantee t-shirt in town. Yes, I'm talking about Royal 32 Signature Apparel. Royal 32 Signature Apparel, made in South Africa. For quality, guarantee, authentic and original, go for Royal 32 Signature Apparel. Contact us on WhatsApp 233-244-617-307. Royal 32 Signature Apparel. Quality, original, guaranteed, authentic, branded apparel. Order yours now.
Lifestyle TV show is an online program designed and tailored for today's youth, especially among small and big business owners. We come up close and interact with people in the business world.
What happened? Let me say I started with, let's say, a pair of shoes.
Mrs. Sweetie, me, I have no competition with anybody in this world. The only person I have competition with is myself. So be what fun way na me ni bia.
Enye by force.
Enye by force.
Na insure to at na from so insure. I'm so I say. I feel China no enye de be na mo ba.
Customers are always right, and I don't they won't find you.
Yeah, Hanum Nidia. The obey share and one year we obey shell.
Obey the rudeness shower.
And why be so I'm some shell?
It's your chance to watch how challenging these questions are and how these entrepreneurs respond to questions and scenarios. You can log on to JOBA ABA TV on all social media platforms to watch how hot and challenging this question is in your area of business. JOBA ABA TV, keep the focus. Lifestyle TV show, empowering the entrepreneur. My name is Mabi.
Okay, thank you very much, guys, for watching. All right, it was a pleasure having you all on the show. God bless you so much. As you know, my name has always been the same. Godfrey Nyamaji to the friend. P-Kay. Hey, this military man. Team JOBA, keep the focus. All the JOBA ABA TV fan page from Kumasi, Accra, Sunyani. Charlie, you guys should rock. And also to the United States of America, to the WhatsApp page. If you want to join the JOBA ABA TV fan page, I keep on telling you, that is the number below the screen. You can just take our numbers, text us, let us know that, okay, fine, JOBA, I want to be part of this WhatsApp group. We help ourselves, we just educate ourselves, we socialize, and that's what we do. And like I keep on telling you, this is JOBA Car Play, JOBA Car Play. If you think you have a story, just let us know. Please do what to subscribe to our social media handles, all the social media platforms, JOBA ABA TV, JOBA ABA TV. If you're watching us live from YouTube, please do well and subscribe to the channel JOBA ABA. And also, if you're watching us from Facebook, like the page, follow us. You can also, any content, any video, anytime we come live, you will be one of the first person to get a notification. Also, the same thing, Twitter, you follow, and also you do what? You like the page. Periscope, the same thing. Instagram, JOBA ABA TV. Please follow us on Instagram. Also, TikTok, Snapchat, all social media handles is JOBA ABA TV. My name is Godfrey Nyama. You can call me G to the friend. Team JOBA. Yeah, guys, keep the focus. To Oboba Village and Apartment. Charlie, if you are going to Ghana or you live in Accra, we want a place to hide at, just go to Oboba Village and Apartment. To all the sponsors, and I'm telling you, Ghana Music USA, the nominees is coming. That is now, next month on April. If you want to be part, I think it's strictly by invitation. But if you're also living in America, you want to be part of the African Most Beautiful USA, just go to their website, africanmostbeautifulusa.com, submit the application and everything, and I think they're going to take it out from there. Yes, this is where we are going to end. Thank you all for watching. God bless you so much. This is JOBA Car Play. God bless you so much. Till we meet again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wagwan, this is your boy AMG Medical. Charlie, forget everybody. Omada, we out here. Keep watching JOBA ABA TV. Omada. I already know how we do it. Every day with Les Junior US. Keep watching JOBA ABA TV. Let's get it.
Yo, it's your boy Big Way. You watching JOBA ABA TV. You already know what's going on, Big Way. Swap, poop, wolf gang.